Welcome to Absolute Legends. I am Funwithfragrances. I am Pete. We're back today, round 2 of the best of Dior. Yeah, we've done round 1. We did that last week. So this week, we're going into the final 8. After this, we'll have the final 4, and then I'll do that one next week. And then after that, the final. So this is the rundown. So I've had first round. If you haven't seen it, check out my list up here and it'll tell you that. But as always, come to crack on with round 2, best of Dior.
Round 2.
Right, second bout. This is how it's going down. So if you've seen the first one, you know what the second round is. So if you don't know me before, I've got 16 fragrances from Dior, and all I'm doing is picking the best out of each one. I've did round 1, the round 2 is now the matchups. So this is the first one of the matchups. This is Diorama 2020 versus Lucky. Now, obviously this is an exclusive line, but this one for me is, again, it's sexy, it's appealing, it's a little bit woody, very fresh, easy to wear, fresh, versatile fragrance. It smells absolutely fantastic. So one that anyone could pull off anytime. So it's a great little number. Versus Lucky. Now Lucky is a little lighter, it's fresher, it's easy to pull off. But what also this is, I go on what I think is most versatile, what smells amazing, and what works for probably the majority of people. Both of them will work for absolutely everyone. But what's edging it for me is Diorama 2020. And the reason being is this is maybe a touch floor for some people. I think this is more masculine, more wearable, and it works amazingly well. Both can be worn in the office, both are massive appealing fragrances, but I just think this one just edges it for me because it's got that woodiness, it's because it's still fresh, it still smells fantastic. So this one goes on to the semi-final. This is Diorama 2020. Right, this is some heavy hitting stuff because both these fragrances are absolutely outrageous in their own right. So this is Aqua Fahrenheit versus Dior Homme Parfum from 2014. Now they've both been discontinued, which I'll just mention because if you're trying to look for these ones, maybe you might not have so much luck. So Aqua Fahrenheit, this one is like that fresher version of Fahrenheit. It's got violet in here, smells amazing. It's still got that like gasoline type vibe, but it's still very wearable. It's easy to pull off as well, because rather than the original one, which was super heavy and it's a bit of the versus Dior Homme Parfum. No, it's not the 2025 version. Please don't get that. It's trash. But this is just an absolute beast. This is oud, it's leather, it's the iris in here. It smells absolutely divine. So, where do I go with this one? Because they're both fantastic in their own right. I am gonna go with Aqua Fahrenheit. The reason being, I could probably only wear this in late autumn and winter. This one I can pull off pretty much any time I want. It is still a mass appeal fragrance and it still works in 2025. As much as I love this fragrance, and I do, it's an amazing fragrance, but this one has to edge it just because of the versatility. So this one is my next one, is the winner, is Aqua Fahrenheit. Right, this next one is probably the hardest one I've got to pick out of, because both of these are absolutely phenomenal fragrances, and for good reasons. So we talk about the 2008 Ambre Nuit, which is obviously the exclusive line, versus Vanilla Diorama. Both of these have got notes I absolutely adore in it. Vanilla and ambers are just like amazing. This is a fresh, boozy, vanillic fragrance with a touch of citrus in here. It smells amazing. Came out in 2021 and it's still available. It smells incredible. I honestly think it's probably one of the best releases from Dior in a while on the exclusives line. Then we go to 2008 with this little bad boy, and this one is a unisex fragrance, and this is, again, it's that amberiness, sweet, little touch sweetness, it's a little touch woodiness. It is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. So they're both versatile. They both can be worn anytime, any place, anywhere. But there has to be a winner, and the only thing I could differentiate between the two is I just prefer this one a little bit more because of the way it's put together. It works amazing. I just think it's a little bit thicker, a little bit denser. They're both amazing fragrances. Do not get me wrong. This has been a very I'm super critiquing this. So this one is the best one. So for me, it goes on to the semi-final. This is Vanilla Diorama, but shame this one's gone. Right, the last of the quarterfinals. This one is a bit of an unusual hit because it's two very different style fragrances, but they have got their own little twist. So this is Dior Gris. This one is a unisex fragrance versus Leather Oud. They're both on the exclusives line, so they're not cheap. But Dior Gris, this one is obviously a very unisex fragrance. It's light, it's airy, very light on florals, but it still smells fantastic. It's a really beautiful fragrance. Wear this whenever you like. It's honestly a fantastic. I'd like to try the extract version of this one. Haven't picked that one yet, but this one, a lovely fragrance. Then we go into the world of Leather Oud. Now, clearly, leather and oud means one thing. It's fall and winter type fragrances, but this one's a little fresher than those other ones. It's not got like rose, oud, saffron type thing. It's not quite as heavy as that. It still smells nice, very aromatic for me. So I have to pick a winner, and this one for me is probably a very unusual one because I don't really know which way I want to go with this, but I'm probably leaning towards the Leather Oud, and the reason being it's a little thicker, it smells great. Nothing against it is, and again, I would say this is more fall and winter, but you can still pull this off in the spring and summer in the evening. I will say this. This one you can wear anytime, any place, anywhere. So I'm basing it off how I like things and what I think would be the most mass appealing out of the two. So onto the semi-finals goes Leather Oud. Right, down to our the semi-finals, and that's going to be next week. So we have got the amazing Aqua Fahrenheit versus Dior 2020. That's first one. And then the other one, this one's ridiculous. Leather Oud versus Vanilla Diorama. Check this one out for next week, but it's always time to what I'm rocking. It's setting the day. Right, my scent of the day came out this year, and it's from Maison Alhambra. This is Galactic Man Elixir. Sorry, that was a bit of a tongue twister. So for me, this is an amazing fragrance, and it does smell like nuclear pure malt, which is nice. This has got tobacco, patchouli in it. It smells absolutely incredible. It's sweet with honey in it. It is one of those fragrances I will gravitate to quite a lot over the autumn and winter period. If you haven't got pure malt, because it's ridiculously expensive to find now, this one is a great alternative. It runs about 25-30 quid, so do check this out. But as always, let me know in the comments your 7 days. But mine is Galactic Man Elixir by Maison Alhambra. Right, the Dior thing is heating up quite nicely, and we're nearly getting towards the final. 4 left. So as always, if you want a top 10 list, a favourite review, or a question, hit me up in the comments. As always, I'm on TikTok and Instagram. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It'd be amazing if you do. 80% of you aren't even subscribing to the channel, so please click that button below and get notified and join all the amazing fun we're having over here. And as always, you absolute legends. Smell amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.